In 1975, Swami's 50th birthday, he appointed this doctor, Dr. Alriza, to be the superintendent of the general hospital. Not the super specialty hospital, but the general hospital. It's the first hospital in Parthi. So he was appointed by Swami in 1975. And he was the first personal physician of Swami, personal doctor of Swami for 30 years until his old age, and he can't do more. He had some good experiences with Swami. So let us see how he came to know of Swami. Actually, before coming to Swami, he had a guru. And the guru told him that soon he will meet a Mahapurusha. And his guru was 104 years old at that time. After saying this, the guru passed away. In 1963, Swami came to know this Dr. Alriza came to know of Swami, and he came to Bangalore. And there, when he saw Swami for the first time, Swami asked him, "Hey doctor, when did you come from Bombay?" So he was asking himself, how did Swami know that I am a doctor? And how does he know that I came from Bombay? This was the first question he was asking himself. After this, Swami granted him an interview. In the interview, Swami asked him, "What do you want?" Then the doctor was quite hesitant. He said, "Swami, I don't want anything." But Baba insisted that he should ask something. Then the doctor asked him, "What can you give me?" Baba said, "I can give you anything. Ask anything you want." And the doctor asked him for faith and devotion. At this, Swami got up and hugged him, and he felt an electric current enter his body. Then Baba said, "I know you have a pure intellect. I know you will ask for the right thing." So this story is that if anything we should ask Swami is only for faith and devotion. And then he got Pada Namaskar from Swami. And when he bent down to touch Swami's feet changed into the feet of his guru, the 104-year-old guru who told him that he will meet a Mahapurusha. Swami's feet became the size of his guru's feet and then became shrunk back to his normal feet. So this was his second miraculous experience of Swami. Before coming to Parthi to take up the job of the superintendent, in 1970 he was a doctor in Bombay, JJ Hospital, Bombay. He was a government doctor. One day, somebody was drowned. A 45-year-old man was drowned, and they brought the body to his hospital. And then he did a post-mortem and confirmed that it was death due to drowning. So he issued a death certificate. So the relatives concurred, put him in a coffin, took the body to the graveyard and buried him. His name was Joseph. They buried the body. But after a few weeks, one of the relatives made an appeal to the court that this Joseph didn't die of drowning, but he was murdered. And then this doctor issued a death certificate falsely. So he accused the doctor of fraudulently issuing a death certificate. And the court ordered a re-examination. And this was a blemish to his reputation, So he prayed to Swami, "What is this? They are accusing me of falsely giving a death certificate." So a committee was formed at the instruction of the judge. The police commissioner one day knocked at his door together with another doctor, and the members of the re-examination committee went to the graveyard. They dug up the coffin, and then they opened the lid. And surprisingly, they found the body to be intact. So the doctor, the other witnessing doctor, together, the members of the committee did the re-examination. Head to foot, there was no indication he was murdered. There was no injury or any damage to the part of the body where they said that he was accused that he was hit on the head by a weapon. So the other doctor examined the body and there was no injury found, and they concluded that it is due to asphyxiation, that it was due to drowning. and they gave a clean chit to that Dr. Al-Riza. The police commissioner even scolded the relatives for bringing up such a matter. So after giving a clean chit to the doctor, the whole committee left the place, and Dr. Al-Riza was the last person to leave the graveyard. So he was thinking, hey, the guy, the post-mortem was done, the man died in June. 2 months later, how is it possible? Now it's August, how is it possible that the body is still intact without decomposing? So he went and opened the coffin lid again, and what he saw, the body was in a highly decomposed state, and the stench was so unbearable, so he quickly closed the lid. Then he realized Swami created an illusion. He kept intact the body just to save his honor. Later, Swami told him, I kept the body intact to keep your reputation intact. So this was his experience with Swami. Another experience he had with Swami was that, he had a very close relationship with Swami. Swami one day called him and said, Al-Riza, come and take my pressure. I'm not well. So he went to Swami, and Swami held out his right hand and he took the pressure reading. It was 80/56, and the pulse of Swami on the right hand was 48. And he told Swami, I think you just had a heart attack. Then Swami held his left arm, okay, take the reading of my left arm. And then he took the pressure reading on the left arm. It was 120/80, and the pulse was 72. It was perfect. And then he asked Al-Riza, how do you explain this? Then Al-Riza thought for a while and said, Swami, you have just taken the heart attack of a Shiva devotee. Because Swami always says that he is Shiva Shakti avatar and half Shiva, half Shakti. So the right side of the body represents the Shiva. So, so the doctor said that you have just taken the heart attack of a Shiva devotee. At this, Swami smiled broadly and was happy with Dr. Al-Riza's diagnosis. And then in that case, he said, I won't take any medication. So this was another experience of his. Another experience was that there was this lady who was residing in East Prasanthi. Her name was Sita Lakshmi. She is a diabetic and a heart patient. Morning, this Dr. Al-Riza saw her, and she was quite well. And later in the evening, Dr. Al-Riza went for the bhajan, evening bhajan. 15 minutes into the bhajan, Swami came and told him, hey, Sita Lakshmi is not well, you go and see her, I just received a telegram. Dr. Al-Riza was very surprised. So he hurriedly went to East Prasanthi, to the house of this Sita Lakshmi, and saw her unconscious. He took the pulse reading, pulse was rapid and the pressure was very low. She was unconscious, and then he saw on the table a vial and the syringe that she has just taken an insulin injection, and that she did not take her food. She was waiting for the husband to come back. She has did the insulin injection without taking her food. So that's why she became unconscious. So this doctor injected glucose into her and she recovered. And then he asked her son, did you send a telegram to Baba? No. He said that he stood before Baba's picture and prayed very hard to save his mother. So the prayers reached Baba during bhajans, and later Swami said, anybody who stands before my picture and prays, I hear the prayer, they don't have to come to Puttaparthi. This is what Baba told Dr. Al-Riza. So these are the very few miracles of Swami. And there's one more miracle. When he was appointed the general, the superintendent of the general hospital, the first thing he did was, he drew up a list of medicines required by the hospital. And one of them is anti-tetanus serum. So when it came to that, so he presented this list to Baba. And Baba looked at it and asked him, what is this ATS? So he says, anti-tetanus serum. Why do you need it? So the doctor said, I need it to treat open injuries. Then Baba said, there is no tetanus bacillus in this area. You don't need it. You don't have to give it. And for the 20-30 years that he served in General Hospital in Parthi, he didn't come across a single case where he need to use a tetanus serum. So this was some of his experiences. Sai Ram.